Well, we believe here in Oregon that at least 50% of the kids that are currently in foster care would never have had to enter foster care at all if we would have been able to support their families to be able to protect and nurture them in meaningful ways. Our theory of change really begins with the premise that safe, stable, nurturing relationships, that really is the key social determinant of everyone's life prospects, and that toxic stress is the thing that interferes with safe, stable, nurturing relationships. What we've got are parents that are overwhelmed by the stresses in life. And what we know about the brain architecture is that when people get overwhelmed with stress, what gets triggered is fight, flight, and freeze. If we can get the support that they need to bring the stress levels down in their lives so that executive function kicks back in, then there's this ability to express the love. There's the ability to express the caring. The key is the focus on promoting the protective factors in the home and in the neighborhood, right where people live. And when we promote the protective factors, they not only mitigate the source of stress, but they also help families and children to become more resilient to stress. It's important to find a neighbor connector who actually lives in the neighborhood, because there's an automatic trust, I think, that happens when you can knock on a door and say, hello, I live in this neighborhood, and I'm really interested in making it a great place to live and a great place to raise kids.
The time that you wanted a GED, you can just let me know, because I do know of different programs.
The Neighbor Connector begins by identifying families and individuals who are strong in the neighborhood and bringing them together, but then also reaches out into those neighborhoods to find the parents who are isolated.
I think a huge thing is neighbors, and that's what we're trying to promote at the Community Cafe, is getting to know your neighbors, getting to understand that they might be going through the same thing. How is it that you guys can be helping each other?
Thank you so much, Gwenny.
Okay, bye-bye. At Washington Elementary School neighborhood, 97% are from Hispanic Latino background, and being second language learners creates a lot of different barriers and creates a lot of different stresses in the family.
Queremos mejorar la vida de nuestros hijos, de nuestra comunidad. ¿Y cómo vamos a hacer esto? Conseguir reuniéndonos cada mes y para seguir hablando de los diferentes temas y haciendo diferentes cosas que podemos para mejorar nuestro hogar y nuestra comunidad.
And it's out of the Community Cafe meeting that people from the neighborhood make decisions about how they want to build protective factors into that neighborhood.
Estamos haciendo una clase de matrimonio ahorita porque ellos decidieron que querían esa clase porque los niños se están afectando cuando los padres se pelean, ¿verdad?, en la casa.
Todas las parejas tenemos conflictos. La situación es cómo manejamos esas diferencias.
A mí no me gusta que me estén diciendo lo que yo ya sé que tengo que hacer, ¿no? O sea, que me hablen como a un hijo.
All of a sudden, families are feeling like, oh, I'm not just coming to the Community Cafe because I need something. I'm coming to the Community Cafe because I'm a member of this community and I want this to be a great community.
¿Por qué está usted hoy aquí?
Primero que todo por tener a nuestros hijos aquí en la escuela. Creo que es un gran apoyo venir a estas reuniones.
We're concerned with making sure that our students are kinder ready. We've changed through working with Fostering Hope. In connecting with our parents, we're able to start that relationship a year, 2, 3 years sooner. So now we're able to prepare much earlier on in the process. Instead of wishing we would have had this conversation 3 years ago, we're having it today.
Yo le leo a mi hijo todas las noches por media hora. Pásenlo 5 veces. Yo leo a mi hijo de vez en cuando, 2 veces. ¿Qué es lo que más les impactó? ¿Y qué aprendieron?
Que en los primeros 3 años el niño es cuando más aprende, cuando más se forma su cerebro y cuando más se desarrolla. Son los primeros 3 años la importancia.
When we support parents to protect and nurture their own children, it takes the stress off the child welfare system, it takes the stress off of the schools, and it takes the stress off of the healthcare system. Over the last 7 years, we've reduced the number of children in foster care in Marion County from 1,100 to the last count I saw, it was 580. So we know this works. And then when we we find that there is a reduction in things like foster care rates, to be able to take the part of the money that isn't spent on foster care and reinvest it in scaling up the positive. I believe that that kind of a system would create a slow but steady balance of the money being spent on promoting positive development and strengthening families, and still have the money that we need to be able to provide the treatment services for those who need treatment services. We really do get what we pay for. And so if we pay for foster care, we will get foster care. And if we can learn to pay for permanence, we will get permanence.